Hi guys, and welcome to What's New In. This video will be looking at what's new in World of Warcraft's fourth upcoming expansion, Mists of Pandaria. The first thing you'll probably notice is the new login screen and the music. They both give off the same oriental feel that's carried on throughout most of the game. Now on to character creating. As you can see, they filtered with the look of it somewhat, but there are some great changes for those of you that really want to sink some time into creating a character that embodies everything you want them to be. With the ability to customize being very similar to what it was before, only a few haircuts and skins have been added, but now you can preview them on little screens on the side, which I think is a great touch. Some of you might have already noticed two of the bigger changes just from this screen here, that being the inclusion of a new class, the monks, and a new race, the Pandarian, but more of that a little later on in the video. And of course, with every expansion comes a new level cap, and with this one it's no different. Players can now level up all the way to level 90 in the new continent of Pandaria. Thanks to the Sundering, the mists no longer hide Pandaria, so we get to explore all it has to offer. There are 7 new zones to level in, but no flying sadly until level 90. And I don't want to spoil it too much, so if you do want to know any more, just send me a message and I'll get back to you. There will be 6 new dungeons across Pandaria and 3 new raids. The dungeons are going to be called the Temple of the Jade Serpent, Stormstout Brewery, which this gameplay footage is of, Shadowpan Monastery, the Gates of the Setting Sun, Mogu'shan Palace, and the Siege of Nizao Temple. As for raids, there will be Mogu'shan Vaults, Heart of Fear, and the Terrace of Endless Spring. All of these should be queuable in the Looking for Raid finder, but they'll be opened slowly, and the dates can be found in the description below.
I can't cast that yet.
The talent tree in the spellbook have changed, and in respect to the talent tree they've changed quite drastically. All the specs from the same class now share a tree. You can put 1 point in every 15 levels. This does seem quite little, but it is balanced out with the glyphs, and there's a lot more in terms of variety, and some of them are actually quite game changing. Like harsh words here, it allows you to use your word of glory to now damage, which is a great boost if you want to be a Shockadin or just as a Retri Pally that's focused on pure damage output. For those of you that want a bit of player versus player action, there's some new things for you too. At least 3 new battlegrounds: Silver Shard Mine, where you get to capture minecarts, the Temple of the Kotumugu, which is a murder ball style gameplay. The longer you hold the objective, the more points you get. And as of now, an unnamed battleground known on the beta as CTF3, which is a basic capture the flag game. There'll also be 1 new arena map, which will be located in Oldham. If you're not the biggest fan of fighting for yourself, you can always get your pets to do the dirty work for you in an all-new pet battle system, which is very similar to something like Pokemon. A quick thank you as well to Fire Splinter, who helped me film this, and damn his Mr. Chili. So now on to one of the main changes, and that's the introduction of a new race, the Pandaren. They have 1 usable racial, which is a stun on a 2-minute cooldown called Quaking Palm, and here's what it looks like on a test dummy. See, it puts them to sleep. Any damage breaks it, however. There are 4 racial passives: Inner Peace, which makes your rest experience bonus last twice as long, 2 cooking based passives, one that's plus 15 cooking, and the other that doubles your buff from being well fed. Lastly, they also have Bounce, which halves any damage from falling. In terms of customization, I think the Pandarian have quite a nice variety of looks that you can actually change them quite drastically. And here's a quick look at the males as well. Quite chunky, but still I think they sort of fit the style quite nicely. Lastly, if we look at monks, which are the new class being brought in with Mists of Pandaria, they are leather wearers and use energy and chi to pull off their abilities. Once they get to pick talent trees, they can choose from either Brewmaster, a tanking spec, Mistweaver, a healer spec, and Windwalker. Sadly, there isn't an inclusion of any new professions, but they have raised the cap to 600.
Energy.
Anyway, that's it for the roundup. Thank you for watching. If you like it, check out my channel. Bye!